Good evening and welcome to Champions League Live as the Champions League returns post-Christmas in January for the first time in quite a long time. It's match day 7 of the Champions League league phase here at Anfield as the league leaders Liverpool sit top of the tree, 6 wins out of 6, and they take on a Lille side who sit just outside the top 8 in 10th on goal difference. It's a big night for both of these clubs because if Liverpool win, they will be guaranteed a top 8 finish. If they win and other teams drop points, then Liverpool will be guaranteed first place in the league table come the end of match day 8, no matter what happens next week. Already this evening, Atalanta, apologies, that's the other way around. Atalanta beat Sturm Graz by 5-0, and Aston Villa were beaten 1-0 away from home against AS Monaco. In the Champions League tonight, Atletico Madrid take on Bayer Leverkusen at 8 o'clock. Benfica host Barcelona. Borussia Dortmund head to Bologna. Club Brugge host Juventus. Liverpool against Lille is our game. Red Star Belgrade face PSV Eindhoven. And Slovan Bratislava take on Stuttgart. Those are our 7 8 o'clock kickoffs, including our commentary game here at Anfield. As I said, first place Liverpool take on 10th placed Lille on a 21-game unbeaten run, Lille. But Liverpool have won 25 out of their 32 games they have played in all competitions this season. So they will be confident that they can pull off another victory, which would be their 7th out of 7 in the Champions League. They would become the first side at this stage of a season to do that in a Champions League era. Of course, never happened before. But let's see how both teams line up tonight, because that's the interesting news. And we start with the home side in Liverpool. Alisson starts in goal. Some changes to the back four. 2 of those 4 changes for Liverpool come in the back four, with Conor Bradley starting ahead of Alexander-Arnold at right back. Jarell Quansah comes in for Ibrahima Konate at centre back alongside Virgil van Dijk, the captain, and Kostas Tsimikas given his second successive start for Liverpool at left back. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai are in the midfield 3. Luis Diaz off the left, Mo Salah off the right, and Liverpool's hero from the weekend when he scored 2 goals against Brentford. After 90 minutes, Darwin Núñez starts in the 9. On the bench for Liverpool, Jarosz Kelleher-Konate, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, Endo, McAllister, Elliott Morton, Chiesa, Gakpo and Jadon Danns, all on the Liverpool bench. Full roster of 12 on the bench tonight for Liverpool. Let's have a look at the visitors. Lille, they start with Chevalier in goal, a back four of Mandy, Diakite, Ribeiro and Gudmundsson in defence, a midfield of Macau, Andre and Cabella, with Bakker, Haraldson and Jonathan David, their key man up front, starting in the 9. On the bench for Lille tonight, Manon, Kailar, Meunier, Ismaili, Kossier, Gomez, Sahraoui, Ethan Mbappe, Bouadi and Bayo all on the bench. As I said, this Liverpool team, a win tonight would guarantee, even a draw tonight, would guarantee their top 8 finish for them. That's what Lille want, but they need to get something out of this game tonight if they are going to be in the top 8 come the end of the evening. We'll see how it pans out. Match day 7 of the Champions League starts tonight. Kickoff is next. A very good evening. Welcome in to this one tonight in the Champions League. Liverpool against Lille. The 6-time Champions League winners Liverpool, who have been top of the tree, the best of the bunch this season. And let's see how they perform against a very good Lille side who are unbeaten in 21 games, dating back to their Champions League defeat away at Sporting back in September. Quite a long time ago. But as I said, Liverpool have a great record themselves, just lost twice in all competitions, haven't lost a league game. Their only league loss of the season was back in mid-September. So both sides not accustomed to losing games of football. But this is an early start for Lille, down the left side, and a shot that's fired wide. That was a good opportunity, early doors there for Gudmundsson. Nice break down the left-hand side, good ball down the left flank, and he beats past his man, and I think that was Conor Bradley, it was. Steps in field Gudmundsson and takes the strike from the edge of the box. And an early chance. It was well wide in the end by Gudmundsson. It had Alisson scrambling. He didn't really need to be in the end. But an early start there for Lille. Starting to trying to get on the score sheet early. We're underway in those games, by the way, around Europe, so we'll keep you up to date with the scores from all of those games. At the moment, Aston Villa already tasted defeat this evening away from home, and Atalanta thumping Sturm Graz by 5-0. Atalanta actually in third in the Champions League table. And that Champions League table will update on the right hand side of your screen as we go through tonight, and we will see an updated kind of table right the way throughout the evening. It's all the way back with Diakite for Lille. Trying to play through between the lines, but Van Dijk there to step up and get Liverpool the ball back. Szoboszlai back with Darrell Quansah. Of course, some changes to Liverpool tonight from that game against Brentford at the weekend. That game where they needed those 2 late goals from Darwin Núñez to complete victory. Lovely switch ball by Van Dijk. Here's Salah down the right flank. Gets to the byline. Looking to stride his way in. Whips it in, but too close to Chevalier in the end. Again, we see that often. Van Dijk switching that ball diagonally out to Mo Salah on that right flank. And more often than not, it does come off with an opportunity. And at times, Salah's cross a bit too close to the Frenchman in the Lille goal. Here is Chevalier. Nice try to find Goodmanson there under a bit of pressure from the Liverpool press, and puts it out for a Liverpool throw on this right side. Salah. Bradley. And a beat past his man. Finds Salah. In and around the box. Here's Mo Salah jinking his way through. Well closed off in the end. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch couldn't win it back. Lille won a break here with Jonathan David. He will spread it out to the left for Goodmanson. Has to turn back. And Lille go all the way back to Ribeiro now. Liverpool pressing early. Lille looking to play through the lines, be a bit more direct in these early moments. Now we are trying to fix the league table because there's no points, which is quite interesting, which is quite crucial when it comes to this point. I think there we've got it now. There you go. The points are as on the far right hand side of the league table. On the right hand side of your screen. Keep up to date with how things are. We'll of course update you on how things go throughout the night, and goals and action all around the grounds. But remember, as I said, Liverpool can claim top 8 with a draw or a win tonight, no matter what happens elsewhere. But if Liverpool are to win tonight and Barcelona, who are in second, drop points, either fail to win Barcelona, then Liverpool will be guaranteed top spot before next week, because they will be at least 3 points ahead of Barcelona come that point of next week's games. That will conclude, of course, the league phase, and we'll head into the knockouts come next month. Looking forward to the knockouts. Of course, the knockout playoffs take place in mid-February in the round of 16, which Liverpool, if they draw tonight, will guarantee their place in. That doesn't take place till March, so Liverpool will have the February of European football that they usually see not involved in their calendar. Here's Jonathan David down the left side, looking to whip it in. Took a bit of a deflection as Tsimikas clears. Nice step in there by Darwin Núñez, and he wins the throw in of Mitchell Bakker, and will go out for a Liverpool throw. Of course, Darwin Núñez, we've talked about it, we've mentioned it. I mean, it's one of the hot topics of Liverpool all the time when he plays. It's either he's having a great game and out of his skin, or he can't shoot for nothing. He really can't. It's either one of the two. It's never in between that he has a good game and he scores a goal. It's crazy, the kind of swing of Darwin Núñez. And I mean, the first goal that he took at the weekend against Brentford, really nicely worked. Beautiful, cool, calm, composed finish that we rarely see from Darwin Núñez. And then the second one is just when your confidence is up, and you see it with all strikers. When their confidence is up, they go for the more outlandish finishes, and it was a lovely finish by Núñez for a second. But we'll see how it performs tonight. Arne Slot didn't say that the 2 goals were the only reason he's in the side tonight. He said his performances have been good, and he always gives 100% in effort. So we'll see what Darwin Núñez can supply for this Liverpool attack tonight. Scored just one Champions League goal this season as Darwin Núñez. If you're wondering when that was, I can tell you that was the winner against RB Leipzig back in October in Matchday 3. He scored the winner there in the 1-0 victory for Liverpool away in Leipzig. Quansah to Virgil van Dijk. Now Kostas Tsimikas. Diaz under a bit of pressure there, surrounded by two, but does win the Liverpool throw. Does the Colombian. And one thing about Liverpool, you know, coming into this one, you look at the back four and you think 3 players in that back four that aren't first teamers. Hold on a moment. Szoboszlai down the right for Salah. Cuts inside. Salah wants it. And he's not going to get it that time as the effort is caught by Chevalier. But again, really nice break by Liverpool from left to right, cutting right through Lille down this right side. And it's Salah again. He looks on it tonight. 3 games without a goal for him. Bit of a drought for Mo Salah, considering his stats this season. And he seems to be up for it tonight. A fabulous play by Szoboszlai. And then the cut in by Salah. Just lacking that little bit of power behind it. Otherwise, that could have been a question for the Lille keeper to answer. But as I was saying about Liverpool, you know, you look at that back four of Liverpool tonight, you know, Conor Bradley, Jarell Quansah and Kostas Tsimikas alongside Virgil van Dijk, of course. But you look at that, the 3 out of the 4 there, and you think, well, Liverpool really don't need to be worried in that sense. Yes, they've made a couple of changes, you know, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Robertson, really experienced, top quality players at international level as well. But, you know, you look at the players in the team tonight, and I think Liverpool fans will say, we're not really worried. Here's Diaz. Nice press by Liverpool again. Diaz caught in space. The ball bouncing away by Diakite. Quansah did well against Jonathan David there. He wanted a foul. Did the Canadian, but he's not going to get it as Liverpool win it back. But I think the 3 players alongside Van Dijk in that back four of Liverpool just have that confidence within the fan base of Liverpool that they're going to come out and show a good job. And, you know, you don't often see that in world football where defensively a lot of teams are struggling to get a back four consistent that they're proud of, that they're happy with, that they're feeling will always do a good job for them. Liverpool kind of have it a bit spoilt at the moment because in all of their defensive positions, left back, right back and centre back, they do have good depth, Liverpool, and it's not just depth, but when they get into those second string players and those players maybe second choice in their positions, they still have the confidence that they're going to go out there and give a good performance that will test any team in world football. And that's something that, you know, is, I mean, almost impossible to come by. And that's why Liverpool probably are where they are. Lovely by Gravenberch, but actually it's going to be a free kick to Lille there. Maybe a bit fortunate for Liverpool there, so it deflected, but they wanted a free kick. They're going to get it, the visitors. A goal has already been scored this evening, quite a few minutes ago. It's gone in the game between Benfica and Barcelona. Now, I told you, if Barcelona drop points tonight and Liverpool win, then Liverpool will be guaranteed top spot. And it's going the way of that so far. Benfica leading Barcelona, who lost just one of their 6 Champions League games, and that was their opening Champions League game. 5 wins in a row in the Champions League for Barcelona. But Vangelis Pavlidis has Benfica in front. At the moment, 1-0 in the Estadio de Luz. Here come Lille down the left-hand side again here. Chance to find it into the box. Goodmanson with the cut back. David couldn't make the first touch and it will be deflected behind. I think the offside flag was up anyway. It's good play down the left-hand side again. See it, lovely play. It's Cabela on this side. Goodmanson in the overlap. He plays him through and he's actually onside there, Goodmanson, as he cuts it back. And then it falls, I believe, for Macau. And he can't really make the clearance on it. And a good connection, and the flag went up. Maybe wrongfully, but Liverpool got away with that one. Núñez, the crowd are up at Anfield. Salah, lovely ball through for Núñez. Núñez cuts it into the box. Not got anyone there. Salah looking to recycle it. Couldn't find a teammate. And Lille come away with it. But Liverpool, when they're getting into those spaces down the right side, they're getting joy at the minute. Gravenberch overstretched himself in the middle. David breaks away. Down the right comes Bakker. Plays it out wide to Mandy. Back in field to Macau. All the way back to Ribeiro. In defence. Lille certainly competitive in these early moments. Most certainly, but Liverpool do look a threat when they come forward. Especially down that right-hand flank so far with Mo Salah. Mentioned it briefly a few moments ago when Salah had his chance. He hasn't scored in 3 games for Liverpool, which, as I said, for this season is not Mo Salah-like. 3 games in all competitions. The Spurs defeat away in the Carabao Cup semi-final, then the draw with Nottingham Forest, and then the 2-0 win by over Brentford. Are the 3 games that Mo Salah has failed to score in. His last goal came with a penalty here at Anfield against Manchester United. But that was an incredible run that Mo Salah was on up until that Manchester United game. Jones, nice ball in field to Gravenberch, nice on the turn. Szoboszlai feeds it through for Nunez, back to Szoboszlai. Nice Salah, fluid from Liverpool. Salah trying to cut it back to Bradley in the box there, but well blocked out by Lille. But that's better from Liverpool. You see the fluidity, the one-touch passing, the confidence in the attacking play of this team. They know exactly where the next pass needs to be, and even the next 2-3 passes in the phase and the attack. And at times, that's really where you need to be against a good side in Lille, who has conceded 7 goals in the Champions League this season, but have some big wins to kind of categorise amongst their Champions League form this season. Just lost 1 of their 6 previous Champions League games. Bradley, good press there. Szoboszlai with a flick, but not finding anybody in red. Diaz there battling for his life to win the ball back, but it's going to be a free kick actually against Liverpool. Curtis Jones there committing a foul, so a free kick for Lille there. See it again. Yeah, just got a bit close with Macau, and it is a foul. Another goal to tell you about. It's come in Bratislava, where the visitors Stuttgart have taken the lead. Jimmy Llewellyn has given Stuttgart the lead. Stuttgart in 20th at the moment, with a win as it stands elsewhere, and that will be a big win for them tonight if they can convert it. Stuttgart 1 up away at Slovan Bratislava. Slovan Bratislava, who are already eliminated from the competition. At this stage, of course, we're eliminated on match day 6. Here's Bradley. Back to Alisson. Into Van Dijk. Back to the Liverpool goalkeeper and Alisson. Quansah. Van Dijk out wide to Tsimikas. Liverpool just taking their time at the moment. Alisson. Nice play out wide to Bradley. Good first touch in fields, and back to Quansah it comes. They're not massively intense on their press of the Liverpool defence at the moment. Not consistently pressing the Liverpool defence, I shall say. The visitors. Ball swung out to the left, looking for Diaz. Just evaded the Liverpool left winger. Through in goes the way of Lille. At goals elsewhere then, Barcelona back on terms away in Benfica. Robert Lewandowski from the penalty spot levelling things for Barca, and Borussia Dortmund also taking the lead from the penalty spot. Serge Girassi with the goal. Salah in behind, just too much on the ball there over the top from Liverpool. So Dortmund leading, Barca drawing away at Benfica, and Stuttgart 1 up away at Slovan Bratislava at the moment from tonight's Champions League action. Of course, at half-time we'll round up tonight's scores. We'll look at the table and how it stands, and that can change tonight as we got to this stage of the campaign where it's all about permutations, wins, draws, losses. What can it do for each team in action this evening? Good press again by Liverpool. Tsimikas plays it into Diaz. Rolls it on for Tsimikas across the box. Cleared away by Diakite. Gravenberch just wrestles it back to Diaz and all the way back now to Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool just settling at the moment. Keeping calm. Trying to keep the pace in their game as Tsimikas trying to dribble through a few. Here is Gravenberch on the left-hand side. Lille complaining, wanting a foul in there, but the referee sees no issue. Our referee this evening, by the way, Felix Weyer of Germany. Nice ball through the lines by Quansah. Finds Gravenberch. Nice ball on to Szoboszlai now. He will switch it out to the left side for Tsimikas. Liverpool committing bodies forward at the moment, no doubt about that. They had 5 in a front line there for a moment when they got in to those good spaces in the final third as Gravenberch's ball over the top. Just bobbling its way out for a Lille goal kick, but Liverpool in and around the right areas at the moment. Well, a draw for both Barcelona and Liverpool would keep the door open for Barca come to match day 8. If it were to end as this, because goal difference would come into effect, which Barca's would be slightly better than Liverpool's going into match day 8. They're asking for a lot though. Liverpool almost over the line. It's about getting over that final hurdle. Lovely ball down the left channel here for Cabela. Looking on the turn. Does turn away from Bradley. Cuts it back. Haraldson not given the time and space to shoot. Gives it out wide though, this time to Bakker. Couldn't get it back in. Diaz on the block. Mandy will whip it in. Headed away by Van Dijk, and now Diaz wants to counter. Diaz couldn't find Darwin Nunez. But misplaced that from Luis Diaz. Again, it was better play by Lille. Good ball down the left flank, and it was good play by Cabela. Cut it back to Haraldson, and Haraldson dilly-dallying around the edge of the D, in the D at the for those chances. Had about 5 seconds just standing there, trying to find a shooting opportunity. Wasn't given the chance by the sea of red in front of him. And Bakker couldn't get any real joy out of an attempted cross. But Lille certainly not here to make up the numbers tonight. They've got something to play for themselves. A draw for Lille, as it stands, would move them up to 6th in the table. They would be on the periphery, of course, with a lot of teams in that mix for the top 8 finishes. But it's so close, so tight, and every single goal, every single moment matters at this stage of the Champions League phase. It's the first time we're experiencing this, but you can really see it unfolding in front of your eyes and how kind of things change and adapt as kind of results come in and scorelines change the dynamics. That's a nice play down the left here for Tsimikas. Whips across, well blocked out there. I think it was Diakite that got across. It was, or Diakite, sorry. Van Dijk all the way back to Alisson again. It's just short of 20 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Lille 0 in the Champions League. The French side coming into this brimming with confidence. And Liverpool themselves with that massive booster of a late winning result away at Brentford at the weekends. So both sides come into this one in high spirits. And Liverpool being the home side, certainly the favourites to get the better result tonight. But you never know. Quansah down the right. Nice play for Bradley on the overlap. Bradley's got space to burn here. Here is Bradley. Feeds it into Salah. Salah central. Salah feeding it through for Diaz. Too much. Again, better play from Liverpool. The eyes, the kind of opportunities are there. Just the execution in the final third that's just let Liverpool down. Really nice play. Quansah spreads it out wide to the right. Bradley has got burst past his man. Breaks down the right flank. Kind of comes in field. Plays it to Salah, who's gone central. And Salah then tries to feed it in behind for Diaz, but just too much pace on the pass. But that was, again, a well-created move by Liverpool and almost well worked up until the final third. That's where it came down. A goal to tell you about in Belgrade this evening, where our Red Star are taking on PSV Eindhoven. Liverpool's opponents next week are PSV Eindhoven in Eindhoven, but it is PSV that have taken the lead away at Red Star. Luc de Jong, the senior centre forward, giving the Dutch side the lead there. It is 1-0 to PSV. That's Jones beaten on the ball there by Mitchell Bakker. Nice play in the middle by Lille, spraying it around as it comes back to Diakite, and now Ribeiro. Diakite again, and Mandy just goes back to Chevalier. Chevalier trying to swing it out wide. Curtis Jones there just to recover it quite easily there for Liverpool. Tested it right down to the ground. Gravenberg back to Kwanzaa. Liverpool, all of their outfield players in Lille's half at the moment, so they just drop back a slight bit. Already almost halfway through the first half here at Anfield. It's absolutely flown by up to this point. Decent game to watch. Liverpool starting to create a few chances, but as I said, it's that final third where they've just struggled with the final pass, the final touch. The last moment of the attack has let Liverpool down up to this point. Their build-up play, their approach play has been quite good so far. Here's Alisson. Bit of a Lille press there as Alisson thumps it long. Salah chested down. Szoboszlai with a nice take. Plays it into Jones with space on the left side here. Curtis Jones rolls it on to Diaz. Diaz on the left flank. Chops on to his right. Squares it across. Szoboszlai, not a great touch. And ultimately Lille there to take it away. Gudmundsson to break down the left, and retreating to try and recover the ball was Darwin Núñez, who gives away a free kick. Darwin Núñez knew what he was doing there. He was never going to do anything else but see Gudmundsson go to ground, and it was a free kick. Diaz almost intercepting a pass there. Nice ball from Macau out wide to Mandy, linking up with Bakker. Mandy, lovely touch, but in the end the pace of it just escaped him, and it will go out for a Liverpool throw on the right hand side, on the left hand side, sorry, for Liverpool. Another goal to tell you about in Portugal tonight, in Benfica, where it is another goal for the home side. They've retaken the lead. Benfica 2, Barcelona 1. Benfica, a real tough customer for Barcelona, who have been in topsy-turvy form recently with a lot of draws on their roster and on their schedule in recent weeks. And Pavlidis again getting the goal for Benfica, as I was just watching a foul there for Lille. The free kick given there against Conor Bradley. But Benfica 2-1 up against Barcelona, who were pushing to take the lead themselves, but have actually ended up conceding the second goal. Pavlidis with both goals, and Benfica leading Barcelona by 2-1. Lots of goal-mouth action in that one. Not much to tell you about here at Anfield. Liverpool 1 or 2 half chances. Lille with maybe, I wouldn't call it a half chance, maybe a little chance, a mini chance. Diaz there, tracking back and winning the ball back for Liverpool, and he tried to slot in Salah. That's just narrowly off target, but good idea as Bradley steps in well, wins the ball back. Diaz on this right hand side at the moment. He stayed out here. Diaz through to Salah. Bradley now. Núñez hanging off the back of defenders. Bradley taken out there by Cabela, and there's a free kick to Liverpool. Yeah, Conor Bradley stepping in field again. Knew the challenge was coming from Cabela and went to ground under the challenge. Free kick for Liverpool. And the first real notable free kick for the Reds in this one. In a good attacking area. That's why they've sent Virgil van Dijk and Jarell Kwanzaa up for this one. Szoboszlai and Salah, I think, are out there to take that free kick on the far side. Interesting setup. Szoboszlai leaves it. Salah will try and chip it, but again, too much on the ball there from Mo Salah. just ahead of Luis Diaz. Goal kick. Again, an interesting set-piece scenario. Szoboszlai kind of flicked it, and it got the ball in motion for Salah. He kind of run forward a slight bit and then try to chip it, dink it over the top of the defence, and again, put too much power behind it, Mo Salah. And it ended up bouncing out for a goal kick to the visitors. Harrelson thumped that back infield to Macau, but he does control it well. Here's Ribeiro. Swings it out to the left side for Goodmanson. Now Cabello. Back to Goodmanson. Looking for the ball over the top here. Macau continued his run, but the ball over the top too much. And gathered by the Liverpool goalkeeper. Another goal to tell you about in Belgrade. It's now a second for PSV Eindhoven. They've doubled their lead now. Gus Till with the second goal for PSV, who themselves need a big 3 points tonight, and they look to be on course to get it. They will be on 11 points in 17th with a win tonight, which would be pretty comfortable, although there is some teams all still to play, so it could be tight, but a big 3 points needed for PSV tonight, and they're 2-0 to the good in Belgrade. Van Dijk. Kwanzaa spots that ball out to Szoboszlai, who's challenged there in the midfield, but he will win the throw-in off the Lille captain, Benjamin Andre. Van Dijk. Tsimikas. To Kwanzaa. Tsimikas down the left side for Diaz. Well, one thing about Lille, they've been well structured out of possession so far. Liverpool had a lot of the ball at the back with their back four. A few glimpses. Here's Szoboszlai. Salah. Lovely play as Bradley drives infield, and Bradley tried the ball in behind for Nunez, a bit under hit, but they will get the throw in out of it, Liverpool, when Ribeiro cleared it out wide from Nunez, who was lurking. Again, Bradley's made a couple of those infield runs tonight for Liverpool. Kind of more of an inverted position, and he's found a bit of joy so far to this point, getting into those areas. Kwanzaa. Back across to Van Dijk. Liverpool just comfortable to build out from the back at this minute in time. And the last time these two met in European competition was back in the 2009-10 season in the Europa League, when they met in the round of 16. So 2010, 15 years since they last met. And Lille won 1-0 in France, and Liverpool won 3-0 here at Anfield on the night. Fernando Torres with 2, and a Steven Gerrard penalty for the 3 goals for Liverpool in the second leg. Here is Jones, infield to Diaz. Liverpool no doubt comfortable on the ball. And they've given it away there cheaply by Mitchell Bakker. David. Now Harrelson. Space for them to break, but Szoboszlai does really well in winning it back and gets it into Curtis Jones's path, who wants to feed it over the top for Diaz, and the run is on. The flag stays down for the moment. Diaz across to Salah, who couldn't finish. The pace on the ball was hard for Salah to get on the end of, and that was a good opportunity. Again, it all came from Liverpool's counter press. Szoboszlai winning it back, and Jones holds onto the ball for about 2 or 3 seconds, waits for the space to open up, waits for Diaz to get a bit of room to make that run. He dinks it over the top with the left hand side. Diaz bursts down the left. He whips the ball in with beautiful pace to Mo Salah, and as the pace comes in, Salah just can't try and he tries to take it first time, doesn't connect with it right, and it ends up going out for a throw into Lille on the far side. But in the end, It was good play by Liverpool, and again, just that last second of the action letting them down as at this moment in time. But everything up until that point is quite remarkable, quite impressive from Liverpool so far. Well, the Lille fans are got their scarves and flags in the air in that away end at Anfield, so certainly making their noise. Another goal in Benfica. What is happening for Barcelona tonight? Pavlidis with a penalty has a hat-trick inside 30 minutes for Benfica against Barcelona. If Barcelona do not waken up, Liverpool could have top spot tonight and haven't even scored yet. It's still 0-0 here at Anfield. Liverpool haven't needed to do anything because Barca have practically solo collapsed in Benfica. It's 3-1 to Benfica. Pavlidis with all 3 goals, and that third one from the penalty spot, which has Benfica with a 2-goal advantage against Barcelona. No doubting it, Benfica need a good result tonight. Oh, Kwanzaa under pressure here. Does well to break out of it. And Bradley there into the space, although that's overhit that. Just come out to Macau with a bit of space here. We'll talk about Benfica in a moment. Here's Cabello trying to cross it. Kwanzaa with a block. Szoboszlai trying to break it away for Liverpool. And will win the throw-in for Liverpool down that right side. Good management of that situation from Liverpool. Could have been nervy. Could have been kind of uplifting to their defence. But they dealt with it comfortably. As I was saying with Benfica, a big win for them tonight. They would be on the cusp of the top 8. They would be 9th in the table, 13 points, but would be behind the teams above them on goal difference. They need one more goal. They win by 3 goals tonight, Benfica. They will go above Inter in the table and would be in the top 8. So this big result tonight for Benfica is needed for their chances of a top 8 finish. Szoboszlai caught in possession there by Jonathan David, who was tracking back for Lille. Not heard much from him so far. He got his team back in possession there, and Szoboszlai tried to beat past him again and give it away. David got nowhere to go against the Liverpool midfield, and now Jones in behind here for Mo Salah. 1-0 Liverpool. Mohamed Salah. 3 games without a goal. He's not going to go 4, and Liverpool take the lead at Anfield. The counter press working again for Liverpool. The Lille fans not happy. The Lille players not happy. The referees having none of it. And Liverpool have the lead at Anfield. It's absolute clinical and incredibly ruthless from Liverpool. Jonathan David thinks he's got the joy here. Good challenge by Tsimikas, winning the ball back. They felt there was a foul. There was no foul really. In my opinion, he's won the ball back. Gravenberch plays it on to Jones, and the ball in behind for Salah might be tight for an offside. Might just be on there, in my opinion, and it's a fantastic finish. It's a class finish. The keeper committed himself. Salah curled it round the keeper. It is classic Mo Salah. And Liverpool take the lead. It's a wonderful goal. And Mo Salah. What can you say about that man? Mo Salah, that you haven't said multiple times before. Can you believe it's only his 3rd Champions League goal of the season in the form that he's on? But overall, it's his 22nd goal of the season for Mo Salah in his 31st appearance. Oh, it's given away again here. Gravenberch, Liverpool smelling blood at the moment. Gravenberch to Salah again. Salah trying to get it across, and it goes all the way through to Chevalier. But Liverpool starting to up the ante a little bit here. As we just short of 10 minutes till half time. And Liverpool have the lead. Mandy's been given a yellow card, by the way. The Lille right back has been given a yellow. I believe it's for arguing with the referee. That's not been massive. That hasn't been confirmed as of yet, but I do believe it's for arguing with the referee. But the yellow card has been given against the Lille right back. Curtis Jones there in a bit of a tussle. Ooh. I gotta say, if he was in an acrobatics class, Curtis Jones would get a lot of praise for that. But he does the splits on the pitch. And that's what led to his little moment there. He's fine. It's not the most comfortable position to be in on a pitch, but that's the way Curtis Jones ended up there, trying to challenge for the ball and ended up in a bit of pain. Diaz, lovely tracking back again, helped his side there to win the ball back, and Simicast will just give it back to his keeper. In Alisson, a red card in Madrid tonight. Atletico Madrid 0, Leverkusen 0, but Atletico down to 10. Pablo Barrios given a red card. Initially it was given as a yellow. VAR checked it and overruled the decision, so a red card for Barrios there in that one. Leverkusen in 5th, Atletico in 10th. Atletico need a few points tonight if they are the 3 points if they are to get a top 8 finish heading into next week. Another goal in Bratislava to tell you about as well, as Stuttgart doubled their lead against Slovan Bratislava. It's 2-0. They are checking at VAR, but at the moment it is 2-0 to the visitors there. So all but 2 of our games tonight have goals in them. Club Brugge and Juventus is 0 each, and of course Atletico Madrid by Leverkusen is also goalless. Right, free kick for Lille here on the left hand side. It's a good distance, about 40 odd yards, and it's quite to the right on the sideline on the left hand side of the field, and they go short with this one. Tikite over the top it goes. Ribeiro was committing. Alisson was there too. Wanted a foul to the Liverpool keeper. He wasn't going to get it. Luckily, Liverpool could clear it away to save his blushes. Cabello beats past Bradley, but Bradley there on the cover gets back in and gets the block as Ribeiro's gone down after that little challenge with Alisson. Just see it again. Jumping are both. I mean, they both just collide, really. It's nothing of a foul. And Alisson doesn't really have full control of the ball. He doesn't actually get both hands connected to the ball. So, it's not a foul. Yeah, it's not a foul. I mean, Ribeiro's there to try and challenge for the ball. He's the right to be there. It's not a foul. And both are back to the feet. They're all good to continue. And Liverpool have a corner to defend initially here, as Bradley got back in against Cabello and put it out for the corner. Right-footed delivery. Cleared away by Nunez. Now Diaz jinks his way past. Liverpool have a counter on. They've got bodies flooding forward. And here's Darwin Nunez. Van Dijk's charging forward. Nunez into Salah. Lovely ball. Salah with a Trivela cross and headed behind. Really well there by the retreating Ribeiro, who put it behind for the Liverpool corner. But Liverpool, we know how the red arrows soar on the counter. It's a lovely ball by Nunez into Salah's path, and Salah tries to go for the wonderful cross with the outside of the left boot, trying to spin it round the defence to Virgil van Dijk. But it's the Lille number 4 that gets on the end of it in Ribeiro and puts it behind for the Liverpool corner. Another example of Liverpool's blistering counter-attacking pace. And Szoboszlai to take this corner for Liverpool. Their first of the game, by the way. And the referee's just going to delay it a second here. Corner on the left-hand side for Szoboszlai to deliver. Whips it in and punched away by Chevalier. Headed back in by Gravenberg, but cleared away comfortably. As David gets the ball cut under his feet and given away to Nunez, and Szoboszlai tries to drill one, but just drags it wide of the left post. Liverpool feeling comfortable at the moment in how they're playing. They've got confidence behind them, but just feel not quite effortless, but ever so close to effortless. You see the goal. I mean, it's just scintillating. Beautiful ball by Jones, running in behind, and then Salah with a top drawer finish. It's just vintage Mo Salah. The keeper commits. The keeper should know better than to commit there. And Mo Salah's just going to curl it round you, and that's what he does. Mo Salah there, showing his quality. And that's his 50th European goal for Liverpool. He is quite clearly now the top European goal scorer at this football club. Steven Gerrard was, until Mo Salah came on the scene. Salah's got 50, Gerrard had 41. And that was Mo Salah's 50th European goal for Liverpool, which is sensational. Just sensational. I mean, you could spend the whole night talking about how good Mo Salah is. By the way, we do have a stoppage in play. There's a little bit of an issue for one of the Lille players at the moment, so we do have a stoppage in play. It was actually Curtis Jones, apologies, that was down there in the middle. He had a bit of an issue earlier on. He is back to his feet, Curtis Jones, and he will be just coming to the sidelines, but he should be back on to the field in a moment or two. And Lille just with the ball here with Macau. So Liverpool with 10 at the moment until there's Jones back on the field now. So back with 11 now. Liverpool. Long ball over the top by Ribeiro. Kwanzaa did well against David. The second ball was won by Jonathan David. Bit of a slip from Jones. And given away. Here's Haraldson. Has to come back out to Mandy. Now Macau out wide to Haraldson again. Liverpool surrounding the ball and surrounding the Lille players. And Nunez there with a challenge. Puts it out for a throw-in to Lille. Mandy to take the throw down the right side. Ball into the space. Kwanzaa there alert, dealing with it. And Diaz battling. And Liverpool applying the press here against Lille. Ribeiro with a lovely bit of skill to beat past the press to Salah. And he's got space now to break into here, Ribeiro. Down the left comes Cabella. Cabella stepping in field again. Back to Macau. Now Mandy. Down the right hand side comes Bakker. Mitchell Bakker with a cross. Low. Cleared away by Soberschlei. And now Diaz wants to go over the top for Salah to make a run again. And a lovely first touch by Salah. And he's broke away from his defender. Mo Salah's in the box. Mo Salah just goes wide. Might have took a deflection on the way through, but the first touch from Mo Salah was absolutely unreal. Beautiful ball by Diaz. We see it here, maybe a bit of fortune, but the touch is sensational. It just takes the ball into space. It gets Salah away from his defender, and he's just away. And it's so ever so close to a second goal for Salah. Here he is again, Salah. Jones just closed down well there by Gudmundsson. I said it from the very first minute when Mo Salah got his first kind of chance in the game. He's on it tonight. He's ready for this. He's up for it tonight. And multiple times you've seen it. He's already on the score sheet. And he wants more and more and more. That's Mo Salah's mentality. Nothing's ever enough for him. As Kwanzaa brought down there. Under pressure by Cabella. And it will be a free kick to Liverpool. Right on the verge of half-time here with the 45 is now up. Yeah, just see Kwanzaa just steps in field on Cabella again and he just catches him. It is a foul. 2 added minutes at the end of the half then. Liverpool back in possession of the ball with Soberschlei. Diaz trying to go for the little jink in field. Diaz again. Fabulous control of the ball to win it back again. And he swings it out to Salah. Does well to control it, Mo Salah. And there's body flooding forward. Salah through for Bradley. Just a bit much on the ball by Salah. Bradley made the run. Salah with a pass. Just overhit. But again, those balls in behind for Liverpool are really causing Lille a threat. And those switch balls into space look really deadly at the minute. you think if Liverpool keep with that type of threat, they will be more clinical in the second half. They will be more precise in the final third come the second half, and they might get one or two more, if not more than that, if they keep on this trajectory. But still at 1-0. Lille know they're very much still in this game. Haraldson, nice flick on. Bakker, 1-2 connection. Haraldson again in behind. Linking up with Macau. Here's Bakker. Good move by Lille. Here is Haraldson in the box. That's a good challenge by Curtis Jones. Got all ball. Haraldson went to grind. The referee seen it clear as day. Felix Fire. Really good challenge by Curtis Jones. Had to make it. And they're going it away again. Cabela, Liverpool a bit sloppy there as Tsimikas thumps it long. Oh, cut back here. Oh, Haraldson cleared away by Kwanzaa. Lille trying to throw a bit more at it just before the half-time whistle will come. And then we'll get the throw in, which will be surely the last chance of the half. A couple of goals going in around the grounds. We'll tell you about those at half-time. How they affect the league table. Tsimikas a bit loose, and the cross too deep there from Bakker. It will be a goal kick to Liverpool. And there's the half-time whistle. First half completes and Liverpool lead at the break. They're doing their job at the moment, and as it stands, Liverpool will not only confirm a top 8 spot tonight, but they will confirm top spot tonight. With Barcelona losing, Liverpool winning, it's all rosy in the garden at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Lille 0. Analysis on the way next.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine.
Welcome back to Champions League Live. Half-time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, Lille 0. We'll get those scores up for you now. Here this evening, those are the scores as they stand. There we are. At half-time at Anfield, they're just coming up to the half-time whistle in all of our Champions League fixtures tonight. Already two confirmed. Atalanta 5-0 victors over Sturm Graz earlier this evening, and Monaco beating Aston Villa for their second defeat of the campaign for Villa coming away from home. Those are the two early results at half-time. Elsewhere, I'll just give you the confirmed half-times because there's 3 games still on the way. Bologna at 1-0 down at home against Borussia Dortmund. Club Brugge and Juventus 0-0 at the moment. The only 0-0 game of tonight's action. Red Star now 3-0 down to PSV Eindhoven. We'll tell you about that in a moment. And Liverpool 1-up at home to Lille. Those other games still going in the first halves there, but at the moment it's about Mo Salah and the Mo Salah show really for Liverpool in that first half. We'll round up all the scores in the table, of course, a bit later on in the half-time interval. But firstly, I want to really talk about that first half, because for Liverpool, you know, coming into tonight, they know that the big boost of the weekend, the league table looks comfortable for them. They're in a good position, 6 wins from 6. Are they going to be a bit complacent? No, is the real simple answer, the short and sweet answer to that. Liverpool haven't been complacent. I think they've been really professional, really patient in their job tonight in that first half, and I think that's credit to them, and that's why they lead at this minute, because we talk about a side that gets impatient a bit, kind of rushing their chances and not really commanding a game, and you can find yourself caught adrift against a good opponent in Lille who, as I said, unbeaten in 21 games in all combinations, dating back to September. But, you can be caught out. And Liverpool tonight have come into this game, they've been professional, they know their job, they just need to be calm, composed, control the game of football, not do anything silly, and just keep ticking over. This is what Liverpool are on. They kind of had that little wobble, kind of the Man United draw, the loss to Tottenham in the League Cup semi-final, and then the kind of draw with Nottingham Forest was a bit of a wobble over those last couple of kind of week and a half, and that Brentford win at the weekend maybe giving Liverpool a bit of a boost, a needed boost back to winning ways, and then tonight they've just been so much calmer, so much composure in and around the game. I think at times they've been a bit sloppy in passing. The passing in the final third could be better. It easily could be, but when you're talking about the only issue for Liverpool at half time is they haven't been better in the final third, they probably should have more goals if that's their only problem, then you're in a really good position, because you're talking about they've been solid defensively, they've not really looked carved open, they've not really given Lille many a chance to really threaten them that first half. Their midfield has competed well, won the ball back a couple of good times. Even their kind of fluidity when they get in and around in the approach play, but it's that final pass, that final touch that's just slightly let them down at times, and the touch of class from Mo Salah has them ahead. But as I said, if you're talking about a team that their only problem at half time when they're 1-0 up is that they haven't scored more, or they haven't got more chances in front of goal, that's their only issue, then they're in a very good position. And that's where Liverpool are at the moment. They're in a position where they can say, well, yes, we're 1-0 up. Yes, it's not like we're out of the game already, but they don't look concerned. They don't look like they're in a tentative, tight game. They're in a good battle. They're in a good kind of fight with Lille. But I still think Liverpool have got all those advantages from that first half. They've set the groundwork. They've put down the foundations. All they need to do is kind of tighten it up in the final third, and they should get this over the line tonight. They haven't absolutely blistered their way through Lille, and I think that could happen if they click in the final third in the second half. But overall, I think Lille have competed really well. I think they haven't, albeit it comes down to the kind of lack of kind of crispness is the right word, really, sharpness in the final third from Liverpool in those moments where their pass have been a bit overhit, underhit, just getting the measure of that, and that can kind of come in a first half, that can kind of settle them in. But I think that's where Lille can maybe be a bit happy that maybe actually Liverpool haven't been at their most crisp best in the first half, in the final third, and they're kind of a bit lucky that they haven't been, in a sense. But I do think Lille have competed well so far tonight. I think there is a threat there. There is a threat hiding at the moment. I don't think it's massively showing itself. The threat of Lille, where kind of the Jonathan Davids, the wide players in Bakker and Cabella, they've shown slight glimpses, little moments, but nothing of real great concern to Liverpool's defence. One shot in that whole first half for Lille, and it wasn't on target. It was a shot from distance that was dragged wide. It was actually in the first minute of the game. That really brings it to kind of close that Liverpool defensively looked quite solid when they've got control of the ball. Lille themselves were quite solid for a while. I mean, the first 30 minutes they were very competitive, and there wasn't really much to separate the two teams in terms of possession. But once they got their little chance, Liverpool, they took that chance, and then they've kicked on towards the end of the half and probably started to try and build upon that one goal. But I don't think Arne Slot can have any complaints at half-time. Everything they've done has been pretty comfortable for Liverpool, pretty professional, pretty composed, patient, in all of those words, and I'll repeat them time and time again because it's important. It's true to what's actually happened for Liverpool in that first half. Lille, again, they need to be a bit more tight in midfield. I think at times they've been a bit kind of too open. They've tried to give Liverpool a bit of skill, a bit of joy, a bit of kind of nissel in the middle, and I think they've let themselves down a little bit. The counter press from Liverpool has worked really well, but I think Lille have kind of played into that a slight bit, because a couple of those passes they made in midfield where you're like, well, you're a bit loose, you're a bit kind of open there, where Liverpool can counter, where Liverpool can press you and be away. And I think it's about tightening that up in that central area for Lille, is where they will kind of solidify the second half. Because they're not a bad team, they're not a bad defence. It's just about tightening up and tweaking those little things in the second half. And, of course, getting your attack involved in the game. One shot in a first half. Yes, it's at Anfield. Yes, all these things that go against you. but their only shot came in the first minute of the game, that's kind of a problem because, I mean, you know, Liverpool are going to, if they don't score, they're going to definitely try their best to keep you out, and Liverpool have scored, so you kind of have to push yourself a bit forward, and they need to up their ante in the second half, Lille, with their attacks, which I do expect to see them throw a bit more, but that could also go against them, with Liverpool a bit more space to exploit. But we'll see how it plays out. So far, I think Lille have played a good game, decent out of possession. I think they've been very controlled at times, but again, when they get in possession, I think they get a bit excited with the ball, and they're kind of jittery a bit, and give the ball away a bit cheaply to Liverpool at times. But again, a whole second half where they can tighten up and keep themselves in the game, because that's the thing. Yes, they may have been a bit loose at times in the first half, and Liverpool are starting to create chances after they got the goal, but they're still very much in the game. You know, to get an equaliser, this game could go any way. So it's still in an knife edge, still quite close. But in terms of the performance and the stats-wise, Liverpool should be further ahead, but they're not, and that's where we stand at this minute in time. Right, the second half at Anfield is on the way in 5 minutes' time. Join us for that. But we're going to round up the first half from all the other games. Our 6 other Champions League fixtures that are on the way this evening at 8 o'clock. And we're going to have a look at those and what it does for the league table. We'll have a look at the league table and how it stands with results going the same way, because all of those games now that are underway at 8 o'clock are all at the half-time standing. So let's run you through the first halves then. So Atletico thought they were getting in at half-time 0-0, but a late goal in the first half from Bayer Leverkusen has given the German side the lead in that one. Atletico went down to 10 in that game. Pablo Barrios with a red card, but Pierre Hincapié in the first minute of added time in the first half has given Bayer Leverkusen the lead in that one. So Leverkusen leading by a goal to 0 at this moment in time. Elsewhere, Benfica, the performance of the night so far, Benfica leading Barcelona by 3-1. Vangelis Pavlidis with all 3 goals for Benfica, 1 from the penalty spot to complete the hat-trick. Robert Lewandowski also with a penalty for Barca that was a leveller at 1-1, but 3-1 to Benfica at half-time. Bologna find themselves a goal down at home against Borussia Dortmund. Serhou Guirassy from the penalty spot has Dortmund leading by a goal to 0 at the break. It's 0-0 between Club Brugge and Juventus. In terms of that game, just 1 shot apiece in that first half, no shots on target, so a lack of quality between Club Brugge and Juventus. No lack of quality for PSV, against Red Star Belgrade. They're 3-0 to the good at half-time. Luc de Jong, Gus Till and Ryan Flamingo, lovely name, Ryan Flamingo, has PSV Eindhoven 3-0 up against Red Star Belgrade. Liverpool 1 up against Lille through Mo Salah's goal, and Slovan Bratislava 2-0 down against Stuttgart. Jamie Llewellyn with both goals there to give Stuttgart a comfortable lead at the break. So this is the way the Champions League table looks. So this is the top, top 16 teams of the Champions League. So the top 8, and then the top 8 of the middle at 16. Here's the top 8 then. Liverpool lead the way, 7 wins from 7 as it stands with that 1-goal lead. They would confirm top spot tonight with Barcelona losing. They would actually Barcelona would lose second place at the moment with Bayer Leverkusen winning. So Leverkusen would be in second as it stands on 16 points. Barca in third on 15. Dortmund moving up to 4th on 15 points. Then Atalanta, who won earlier, on 14. Arsenal play tomorrow, they're on 13. Inter also tomorrow, they're on 13. And Benfica would jump up to the top 8 at the moment, with results going different ways elsewhere. But Benfica 3-1 up, they're in the top 8. Aston Villa just outside that after they lost earlier. Brest and Monaco also there in around the periphery. Lille, who are losing at Anfield, are in 12th at the moment, but still on the periphery of that top 8 as it stands on points-wise. There's a lot of teams on 13 points at the moment. Bayern Munich and Juventus, Atletico and AC Milan in the top 16. In terms of on the periphery of the top 16 teams, if we bring you right down to the bottom half here, PSV are in 17th with a win. A draw for Club Brugge would have them in 18th still. Stuttgart in 21st, they're winning at the moment. That's a big win it would be for them tonight, moving up into the top 24. It would see Manchester City, who play tomorrow, they're right on the verge of that qualification. They're in 24th which would be the bottom spot for qualification to the knockouts at the moment. So it's very tight down there. And Red Stars, you can see all the way down there in 31st at the moment. They're already. They will be eliminated tonight with a defeat, and they're 3-0 down. Right, that is where we stand. The second half at Anfield between Liverpool and Lille is on the way next. Do stay with us.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine.
Welcome back to Champions League Live. Half-time at Anfield, Liverpool 1, Lille 0. Mo Salah with the goal. The breaks of the second half on the way in just a moment. But remember, we have another round of fixtures, another set of fixtures on Matchday 7 for you tomorrow night. But our key game will be in Paris, as PSG outside of the top 24 and Manchester City in 24th at the moment. Two sides needing a win for qualification to the next round. That's tomorrow, 8 o'clock, in that crunch game at the Parc des Princes tomorrow evening. Looking forward to that one. Right now, though, we're heading back to Anfield, where Liverpool lead by a goal to nil, and Mo Salah the scorer. And Liverpool are making one or two changes at half-time. Harvey Elliott and Alexis McAllister are on the sidelines, so Arne Slot making one or two alterations to his side from first to second half. I'll confirm those substitutions, so there'll be two midfielding changes, of course, we believe, anyway. We'll get confirmation of those for you in a second. But it is two changes for the home side. They are 1-0 up at the moment. Of course, kicking towards the Kop end in the second half, Liverpool. Obviously, Lille kicking in the other direction. Diaz, lovely first touch, and plays it on for Nunez here, a bit heavy, but Nunez will get it out on this left flank. Liverpool looking to get going again. Nunez down this this left hand side, has to go backwards with it to Kostas Tsimikas. Diakite that was out on that side, by the way. The substitutions, Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones are the two subs at half time for Liverpool. So McAllister on for Jones and Harvey Elliott on for Gravenberch. So a bit of a rejigging in the midfield for Liverpool. Looks like it's McAllister and not Gravenberch, of course, Szoboszlai and McAllister, the kind of two deeper Liverpool midfielders, with Harvey Elliott more in the 10 role at the moment. That's the way it looks. To that adjustment, here's Bradley. Here is Harvey Elliott. He's in right back position, but will win Liverpool the throw there on that right hand side. Elliott back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa goes over the top, looking for Salah. Well blocked there down this left hand side, but look at this from Harvey Elliott. Lovely takeaway. Here is Nunez. Nice Salah down the right side. Liverpool on the move. Mo Salah will go for it again, but will head it wide. He was not too far away from that bottom corner. It was a realistic chance for a goal there for Salah. Just kind of opened his body too much. Not often you say that about him. Not the best of finishes from Salah. It goes wide. Good opportunity. Not taken. Again, it was all about Harvey Elliott. Kind of Lille trying to play it around midfield, and Elliott there just nips in, wins it back, and gets Liverpool on the move instantly. There's McAllister there with a challenge. Will actually go. Initially it was a throw-in, but the referee's given a free kick here for Lille against Alexis McAllister. And chested down by Goodmanson, and then McAllister came in, won the ball, put it out for the throw, but referee deemed it a bit over the top from Alexis McAllister, and a free kick has been given for the visitors. All the way back it comes with Chevalier. Now Diakite. Back to the goalkeeper for Lille. In Luca Chevalier. Goodmanson down the left flank. Quanta watches it all the way and will just take it comfortably and play it across to Van Dijk. Allison. Back to Van Dijk again. Allison into Szoboszlai. Liverpool just popping it around. In and around their own box here as Kwanzaa will go out wide with it, but Nunez on the run in behind, picks it up, but Salah couldn't get it. Flag stayed down against Nunez there. Infield to Elliott, just couldn't stretch for it. Harvey Elliott. Just too much pace on the ball. Although Elliott nips in and wins it back for Liverpool again. Kwanzaa, lovely ball between the lines, but Nunez tried to be too cute with it. Gave it away. Again, Liverpool, there is space here for them. At the moment, one or two heavy little touches. And one or two misplaced passes has let them down so far, but they're continuing to look a threat. On the home side, here's Chevalier in his own box again. Switches it out to Goodmanson, who flicks it on first time. Out wide to Kabala. Surrounded by two in red there as McAllister gets it back for Liverpool. Here's Kwanzaa. Back to Van Dijk. Tsimikas, infield to Szoboszlai, who just got away from the press there. He had a heavy first touch and he just about got away with it. Tsimikas down the line. Diaz driving back infield, looking to swing it out wide. Curled towards Bradley, taken down by Connor Bradley. Great control. McAllister trying to go over the top. Just a bit loose. Szoboszlai wins it back. Lovely chest by Harvey Elliott. Out wide to Salah. Salah trying to jink his way through again. Turns back to Bradley. Liverpool not desperate for the cross. It's quite interesting. Tsimikas out wide on the left. Diaz comes back the way. Here is Luis Diaz. Szoboszlai. Cross now to Kwanzaa. Liverpool just popping it around, waiting for the opportunity to get around Lille here. Here holding well out of possession. It's kind of the way a lot of the first half went, where Liverpool had a lot of the ball for a lot of the time. And Lille were just comfortable, just holding their shape and getting Liverpool to try and move them, to break them apart. And at times it did look a bit of a task for Liverpool, but that's a lovely ball by Van Dijk. And the ball in behind Nunez, one-on-one. The bobble doesn't help him. It was a fabulous play. It was almost route one, really, from Liverpool there. Van Dijk right the way through. Diaz makes the cut inside off the left-hand flank, and he plays it right through for Nunez, and the kind of bobble of the ball from Diaz just breaks away from Nunez, and that was another good chance. Another decent opportunity. Salah coming in field there. Switching it to Tsimikas with a lovely touching on the turn now. Tsimikas brought down. It will be a foul. Free kick for Liverpool here. Again, it just seems like at times Liverpool are just so comfortable. I mean, the taking of the ball has been really good. The first touches tonight, vast majority of the first touches from Liverpool, in difficult passes as well, aerial passes, really nicely taken down. And they have a free kick here in a good area on this left side, a bit more infield, in the confines of the 18-yard box, kind of width-wise, but about 25, 30 yards out from the goal line. Here for Liverpool. To the left side. Bodies in the box. Tsimikas, who won the free kick, will take the free kick. Costa Tsimikas. Left-footed delivery. Whipped in. Headed on and over the bar by Jarell Kwanzaa. Came close. Good delivery by Tsimikas. Fabulous ball. Kwanzaa beats his man away from him, jumps up, and the header just comes off the right kind of side of his head. Doesn't really make any more kind of direction to the ball. Just kind of flicks it on. And it's just over the bar. Close for Jarell Kwanzaa, yet no cigar. He would have been the third Liverpool centre-back to score in the Champions League this season. Konate and Van Dijk have already scored. Actually scored in the same game. Konate and Van Dijk. They did, but Jarell Kwanzaa came very close to giving Liverpool a second there. Of course, Jarell Kwanzaa has never scored in the Champions League for Liverpool, as you would expect to be the case. He'd actually made just one appearance before tonight's game, and it was a 2-minute cameo in a game, I believe, against Bayer Leverkusen, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was late on against Leverkusen just to solidify the game at that point when they were 4-0 up, Liverpool. But a big start tonight, and he's playing well, is Jarell Kwanzaa at centre-back. He almost got himself on the score sheet there. Speaking of score sheet, not many goals, or no goals really, in the second halves of those games to tell you about as of yet elsewhere. So, as you were, really, between first and second half to this point. Harrelson over the top, it goes just right through for Alisson. Again, they haven't really been able to get into rhythm, the Lille attack tonight. Nice ball into the midfield for McAllister, who takes it on the turn. Plays it into a pressured space for Nunez, who had an awful first touch there, really. Gives it away. Now here's Harrelson for Lille. Down the right side, Bakker. Back to Harrelson again, given wide, and Liverpool just getting bodies back, and Nunez makes up for his earlier mistake in giving the ball away by winning it back. Here's Diaz down the left side, holding on to it so Liverpool can get bodies forward and get back into shape. Szoboszlai switches it out to Mo Salah. Lovely touch. Salah infield, linking up with McAllister. There it was. Here is Szoboszlai through the line. Salah flicking in and behind. Just a bit too far forward for anyone to get on the end of, and the keeper in Chevalier just smothers that ball by Salah. Oh, lovely by McAllister there, charged down that Goodmanson pass. Comes back fortunately for Lille to Ribeiro, but that could have been anywhere. There's a lot of commitment tonight from Liverpool. You know, I mean, it's not that I didn't expect it, but you see the kind of commitment from the Liverpool players as Nunez plays it just away from Salah. That's good recovery by Lille, actually. The Nunez ball was pretty much perfect, but Salah was just well defended there on that occasion. McAllister battling. Szoboszlai there to help out, and Liverpool win it back again. Again, they're really comfortable at winning it back at the moment, Liverpool. Their counter-press tonight, I've been really impressed with. When they've kind of had to win the ball back in pressured moments, they've made the right challenges. They've made the right moves to cover the spaces and kind of stifle Lille at times, and it's been really nice to watch how Liverpool have counter-pressed this team this evening, as Van Dijk's little dink ball out to Tsimikas and tries to target Nunez in behind, who went up to stretch for it. The ball bounces down for Salah. Salah through to Elliott, rolls it on for Bradley across, and Bradley, whether it was a cross or a shot, it was very close to finding the back of the net from the young Northern Irishman. Nice play. Nunez went up for the ball. Salah then gets it, plays it into Elliott, who made the run into the box, and as it comes out wide, the overlapping Bradley, I don't know whether he tries to cross it or shoot. We'll find out after the game. But it actually turns into a shot. It's right straight across the goal. And if that was just a bit lower, it would have rifled the top of the nets. But it was so close from Conor Bradley. And Liverpool close again to a second goal. Tsimikas winning the ball back nicely down that left side. Diaz, and now Elliott there, out to Bradley, back to Kwanzaa to do a bit of movement. Lovely triangle play. Elliott into Bradley, made the run, and behind for Darwin Núñez! Charged down. Again, Liverpool knocking at the door once more. Not finding the finish on that occasion. I think the keeper got in the way of that one in Chevalier. Beautifully weighted pass by Bradley and behind. Scintillating. And then Darwin Núñez blasts, or tries to kind of direct it to the far post. Good outstretched right leg by Chevalier, who got out quickly to it and blocked that shot from Darwin Núñez. Liverpool doing well at the moment to try and find a second. And the crowd are up for it now, once again. Goals to tell you about. Atletico have levelled against Leverkusen. 10-man Atletico back on terms against Leverkusen. That could be huge for their chances for a top 8 finish for the Madrid side, as there's a challenge here on Diaz. It's going to be a card. It's going to be a yellow and a second red, or a second yellow and a red for Mandy. Diaz, the one challenged, Mandy with a second yellow, and that makes red, which sees the Lille right back sent off. And that's now make it a lot harder for Lille in this game. I mean, he got his yellow card in the first half for complaining about the Liverpool goal, and he got his second yellow for a really... I mean, we talk about lazy defending. That is the definition of lazy defending. He just outstretches a leg. He knows he's getting nowhere near the ball. His sole ambition there is to take the man out, and he gets a due yellow card for it, and a red to go with it. It's the third red card of the night in the Champions League. By the way, as I said, Atletico back on terms. Simicas with the delivery. Flicked on over the bar again from, this time, Alexis McAllister. Liverpool once more pushing for a second, and almost getting it that time again. Ever so close. As I was saying about a red card, PSV have been brought down to 10 in their game. They're 3-0 up, but they're Ryan Flamingo, who got their third goal. Great name, Flamingo. Ryan Flamingo with a red card there, so he's got a goal and a red card for PSV Eindhoven tonight, who are 3-0 up away at Red Star Belgrade. Still the same elsewhere then. We'll keep you up to date with what happens elsewhere, but Liverpool 1 up, Lille down to 10 now. And if 1-0 wasn't difficult enough to try and stop Liverpool, well, now they've got to do it with one less player on the field, the visiting side. 30 minutes to go, Liverpool 1, Lille 0, and Liverpool in these last few minutes have been most certainly pushing for a second. Come close to finding it on a few occasions. I haven't really, well, obviously not got it yet. Can't rule it out though, as Van Dijk gives away a foul there. Not often you see that. Cabela was the one that got the free kick off the Liverpool captain. The crowd singing along to that European anthem inside this stadium. Allez, allez, allez. Ringing around this wonderful historic stadium that loves a Champions League night, loves a European night. Here's Cabela. Goodmanson. Cabela again. Goodmanson making the run past Bradley. The cut back into the box. The shot blocked by Simicas, followed up and in by Jonathan David. Or is it Macau? It's Jonathan David, it is, that gets the leveller. And Lille with a bit of a shock on here. Brought down to 10 men a few minutes ago, and now they've got their leveller. Liverpool were close to getting a second, but Lille have got the equaliser. And it's been a long time in this Champions League that Liverpool have conceded, quite convincingly. It was in their 3rd minute of the campaign, in the first ever game of the campaign for Liverpool. And they've only conceded their 2nd goal of the season in the Champions League, and Jonathan David the one to get it. Lille with a bit of a lifeline, and Liverpool, who were pushing for a 2nd goal, have work to do to try and get 3 points. Liverpool 1, 10-man Lille 1. I mean, I can't believe it. You know, we always know it's a threat, of course, but do you ever come and you're just shocked? This is shocked. It's kind of rattled the system at the minute. And Lille are back on terms, and they're a tough side to beat. 21 games unbeaten. There's a reason why that's the case. And that seems to be the reason. Changes incoming. Liverpool are going to make another one. Endo's coming on. But first, Lille are making changes here at the moment. Mitchell Bakker and Cabela have both come off. And Munir and Sarawi are coming on. So, and Endo has come on here for Liverpool. And he's been replacing Dominic Soberslai. So, just another swap in midfield for Liverpool. A bit more of a solid defensive head in Wataru Endo. Liverpool maybe caught a bit napping at the back there for a moment or two. One moment has got Lille back in this game. Their first shot on target of the night. Only their third shot of the night for Lille. And they're back on terms. Despite the man deficiency, they're in this game and they've got 26 minutes to get something out of Anfield, which not many teams do, not only in this competition but in any competition. Kwanzaa trying to switch the ball out to Diaz. First time headed on to McAllister, but well blocked out there by Diakite. Diaz trying to battle back. Will go out for a Lille throw on the far side though. Diaz had the last touch. Now remember, Liverpool only needed a draw tonight to confirm a top 8 finish, so a draw would be enough for a top 8 finish. But they also, as it stands, would also confirm top spot at the moment, because Barca are currently losing. There is still a 4-point gap between Liverpool and Barcelona, which would make it mathematically impossible for Liverpool to finish anywhere else but first place. So they want to win, of course, but a draw, as it stands with the circumstances the way they are, is not the end of the world for Liverpool. But against 10-man Lille at home, already won 6 of their previous 6 games in the Champions League. They want to keep that run going and want to do it, but at the moment Lille, they knew they would be a tough customer, and they're making themselves out to be that, certainly up to this point. Here's Endo. 25 to go for Liverpool to win it. Bradley. Salah has to come back to Kwanzaa. Back to Salah. All the way across to Virgil van Dijk. It's not often in the Champions League we've had Liverpool in this position. Certainly not this season, where they've had to go on and win it late. Here's Elliott. Nice ball jinked out to the left side. Tsimikas back in field to McAllister now. Elliott, a lot of movement from Liverpool here. Tsimikas got bodies in the middle. Elliott will whip it in. Bit low, flick on. Cleared away. And Sarawi there with the clearance. Lille at the moment won't commit themselves too much, of course. No, Liverpool will control the ball now. Liverpool will want that second. They had been pushing for before Lille had equalised. Elliott overlapping with Tsimikas, whipping the ball in and headed behind. Quite simply there for a Liverpool corner. Tsimikas over on this side to take the corner then for Liverpool. They've come close from crosses, a few headers just over the bar from Liverpool up to this point. Tsimikas with delivery. Flicked away. Elliott will shoot from the edge of the box and it's deflected in. A bit of luck maybe needed from Liverpool, but maybe justice done to the fact they were pushing for the second. And it's Harvey Elliott. Got an assist for Darwin Nunez's goal in the Premier League at the weekend, and he's got one of his own tonight. A bit of help along the way, but they all count, and Harvey Elliott has got Liverpool back in front. Again, it's from the second phase of the corner. Liverpool Simicast with the delivery. It's cleared away at the front post. I think it's Jonathan David, is it, that clears away at the front post. It's good defending by Lille initially, and then the second phase, the ball comes back out to Elliott, strikes it, and Macau with a wicked deflection off his left leg. Keeper wrong footed, has no chance, and it nestles in the bottom corner. And Harvey Elliott has Liverpool's second goal. At the moment, it will be as credited to his goal, to him. It won't be an own goal, unless we have to change it. But at the moment, it looks like it's a Harvey Elliott goal, and he's got Liverpool back in front. Another goal to tell you about, by the way, in Benfica. It's Benfica 3, Barcelona 2. Could the comeback be on for Barcelona in that one? They're back in the game with their second goal of the night. And Rafinha with that goal. 3-2 to Benfica. Still work to do for Barcelona, though. The crowd back up on their feet and singing along now again. Endo battling around there for Liverpool, and it will be a goal kick. That's good defending by Wataru Endo, and Connor Bradley on the scene there. Well, Harvey Elliott's last goal came in a cup competition. It came in the 2-1 win over Southampton for Liverpool in the League Cup semi-final, or quarter-final, away at Southampton. It was his last goal for Liverpool that he scored. Oh, the ball over the top. Just evaded Diaz in the end there. Liverpool want more. Here's Diaz. Got caught on it again. And pressure there on Ribeiro, who was hounded up from both sides there by Liverpool players. Nunez and Diaz either side of him trying to wrestle the ball back. And Liverpool won the throw-in out of that situation, as he had to get rid, was Ribeiro. Another goal in that incredible game in Benfica tonight. And Barca thought for a moment their comeback was on, but maybe it isn't, because Benfica have now retaken a 2-goal lead. It's Benfica 4, Barcelona 2, and it's an own goal from Ronald Araujo that has given Benfica a bit of a cushion once again. And Benfica need to win tonight, and they are on course for that 4th win of the campaign. As Endo tried to thread it through for Nunez there, but body's in the way for Lille. And they got it back. just short of 20 minutes to go here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Lille 1. Lille down to 10, of course, at this moment. Jonathan David drops a bit deeper to help out with Lille keeping the ball, of course, with the man disadvantage at this minute in time. Oh, given away there. McAllister with a challenge. Simicast coming in as well. And there's going to be a free kick here and a foul that will go Liverpool's way. The referee made his decision. It was McAllister that was fouled. The Lille players arguing their case. See it again. And I mean, I can see why they're complaining. There's not much in it, to be fair. And Diakite, I don't think you can really complain, but I don't know. Didn't look like a foul to me, but the referee's given it. That's his decision. He maybe felt that Diakite was coming in a bit dangerously there on McAllister. He didn't connect. Maybe his challenge was in its entirety dangerous. Maybe that's why he gave the free kick to the referee, but Liverpool, I'm sure, quite pleased with that. They were in a bit of a bother up the other end if it wasn't given. But it was. And Liverpool have the ball back. A bit of movement on the Lille bench as well. They have 3 more subs they can make. The visitors. Liverpool can make 2 more substitutions. We'll have to make them in one go, though, I would believe. Nice play there by Endo through the lines. Here comes McAllister. Now Diaz down the left flank. Diaz back to McAllister. Endo again. Liverpool keeping the ball on the move. Out to the left side for Tsimikas. Back to McAllister. I'll tell you about what's going on in Bologna this evening in Italy in a second. After this little moment, McAllister's ball over the top of Salah there. It's been a complete turnaround in a matter of minutes. I haven't been able to tell you about an equaliser in Bologna. Before I'm now telling you that Bologna lead in that one. 2 goals in the matter of 2 minutes have Bologna from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Thies Dalinga with the equaliser and Samuel Illing Jr. With the second has Bologna with a 2-minute turnaround in that one. And Bologna, well, they haven't won a game in the Champions League this season, and they're going to need a lot of luck if they're going to get themselves any sort of hope of qualifying. But if they win tonight, they can keep it alive as long as Manchester City and other teams lose tomorrow. It's unlikely, very unlikely, but Bologna leading at the moment. Changes incoming then. So Lille made a double change. Liverpool are going to make another one here, which is going to see Luis Diaz make way for Federico Chiesa. So Chiesa coming on, replacing Luis Diaz, who's applauded by the home crowd. So Chiesa on, Diaz off for Liverpool. And I'll get those 2 substitutions from Lille as well in a moment. I can tell you that Ismaili is on because he's got the ball. So he's definitely on the field. Ismaili. So both teams can make one more substitution in the game. That is the case. As the Luis Diaz song is being sung around Anfield now after he's just gone off the pitch. Ribeiro at the back. For Lille, trying to play into a good bit of space. Remember, it's still 2-1, so there's still time for anything to happen. Seen them equalise once. Could they do it again? Red Star have got a goal back against PSV Eindhoven in that one. It might be a long shot, but you never know. 10-man PSV conceding one. Sharif Njai with the goal that has got Red Star on the score sheet tonight. Could they claim what would be a really good comeback for them in that one? 15 minutes to go here at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Lille 1. Lille still looking a threat in moments. Here's Meunier on the overlap. Van Dijk with a clearance. And Chiesa to chase this ball. It's still in play. Chiesa was right to chase that one. Now he feeds it through for Nunez. Nunez on the back line and Lille here. Darwin Nunez looking for options. Cuts it back for McAllister. Now Elliott trying to stretch to keep it alive. And Endo there will get the foul as he was taken out by Sarawi. Free kick to Liverpool. Those double substitutions, by the way, for Lille. Bouadi and Ismaili on. And Goodmanson and Macau are off. So a double substitution there for Lille. Late in the game. Van Dijk. Tsimikas. Back to Virgil van Dijk. All the way back to Alisson. Bradley. Kwanzaa stepping in. I'll just turn it back to Bradley again though. Not in a hurry to rush it forward as Alisson will go long this time. Couldn't find Elliott as Lille win it back. Although give it away again. Nunez flicks it forward looking for Salah. Salah takes it down nicely. Nunez making a gut-busting run into the box but not getting it. Elliott will switch it. Cleared away from Chiesa though. And now Haraldson will try and get Lille on the counter. Nice turn away from McAllister. Here's Ismaili. Nice ball out here to the left-hand side for Lille. Sarawi. Sarawi looking for a way through. David back to Sarawi again. Let's come all the way back here to Bouadi. Now Diakite out to the right-hand side. Moving it well, Lille at the moment. keeping Liverpool honest at this stage. Ribeiro, Diakite over the top. Van Dijk to head it clear this time. Brought down by Chiesa. Elliott with a bit of a loose touch. Sorry, McAllister, apologies. And Tsimikas, oh, back to his keeper who goes long first time. Spotted the danger. There did Alisson. That's well won back by Endo. And now Nunez trying to send Salah on a run again. Salah breaking through here. Mo Salah takes on his man. Salah forces a good save off Chevalier. He's made a couple of good saves tonight, that Lille goalkeeper. And he made another good one against Mo Salah there. A couple of times Nunez has got onto the ball and just wanted to send in Salah. And there's a reason why, because he almost gets a third goal there for Liverpool that would have wrapped up the game. But getting good chances. The keeper for Lille making some good saves. Another Liverpool corner. This will be Liverpool's third corner of the game. Not many corners in this game. The fourth corner overall. Tsimikas to deliver. Liverpool got their second from a little after their last corner. And Tsimikas was about to take it. The referee's just stopped it for a second. Just keeping an eye on a little tussle between Kwanzaa and Buadi. Tsimikas goes short to Elliott. Back to Kostas Tsimikas, working the angle, whips it to the back post. Headed away. Endo recycles it. Edge of the box. Endo out in the left flank here against Buadi. And we'll just bring it all the way back. Nicely recycled by Wataru Endo there. Keeping Liverpool in possession. Bradley. Tsimikas. Back to Conor Bradley. And Liverpool just calm with the ball at this minute in time. All the same elsewhere. We, of course, remember at full time we'll round up all the scores from tonight's games, and we'll have a look at the table ahead of tomorrow night's fixtures as well to see how it sets it up. As it stands, Liverpool will be confirmed at the top of the Champions League table at this moment in time. With the results all as they are, Liverpool would be 6 points clear at the top of the Champions League table. The same amount of points they're clear at the top of the Premier League table as well. Seemingly a bit of a deja vu for Liverpool at this minute in time. Another goal in Benfica. What a game. It is an absolute cracker there. A Champions League classic between Benfica and Barcelona. And it is a 7th goal, and Barcelona back in it again. They have their third of the evening. Robert Lewandowski with his second penalty of the night has Barca back in the game. Another red card as well tonight, the 4th red card of the night, and it has come in the game between Atletico and Leverkusen, and Leverkusen are the ones that get this one. So both teams down to 10 now. We're yet to confirm who got the red card. I can tell you now, it is the man who scored for Leverkusen tonight, Pierre Nketiah. Second yellow for him, sees him see red. So it's both down to 10 and both 1-1. Bradley swinging it into space. Skipped away from McAllister, plays it out to Tsimikas. Now here is Chiesa. Federico Chiesa into the box. Chiesa! Good save from Chevalier. Chiesa got that goal against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup, his first for Liverpool here on this ground. He wanted his first Champions League goal there. He came close. Forced another good save off the Lille keeper, Luca Chevalier. Oh, a bit of a forced pass by Kwanzaa there. Endo trying to make up for it. And Bradley there just pushing over his man. It will be a free kick. Maybe taking one for the team there, Conor Bradley. Committing that foul. Lovely effort by Chiesa. Good double-handed save by Chevalier, but good effort initially by the Italian. Another goal in Belgrade to tell you about. Red Star might have this comeback. You never know. Nasser Njiga with a second for Red Star this evening, and it's 3-2. Never know. Never know. We'll keep an eye on it to the end there. There's a lot of close games in the Champions League. Only one of our 7 total games has more than a 1-goal margin of a lead for any team in it, and that is Stuttgart's 2-0 lead over Slovan Bratislava. Liverpool 2-1 up, PSV 3-2 up. It's 0-0 between Bruges and Juventus. 2-1 to Bologna. 4-3 to Benfica. And 1-1 between Atletico and Leverkusen. Very close Champions League games. This is the crunch point. This is the start of the campaign where everything needs to be intense. And it is tense for even the team that have practically cruised their way through this campaign so far in Liverpool. It's been a bit more tricky for them tonight. But they do lead and are on course for their 7th win out of 7 at this juncture. With time still remaining, 7 minutes of normal time to go. It looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold will be coming on in a moment here for Liverpool, as Nunez gave away that foul on Pushim Andre. There's a free kick, nothing more. You have to say on the night, from what we've seen, Lille have stayed in the game for one, to be fair, but Liverpool probably should have been out of sight at one point with the many chances they were creating, and probably should have got that second goal at 1-0 and maybe would have deaded the game at that point. But Lille have kept it alive. Here's Sarawi in behind Ron. Elliott on the cover. Elliott, though, felt he was fouled in the box. Not going to be fouled as Haraldson had the shot over the bar for a corner. Elliott on the cover thought he was pulled back. The referee said no foul, as it looked like he had it under control, and flicked back into play. And Haraldson had the shot deflected, blocked by McAllister, and it's put over the bar for a Lille corner. Don't know if the Liverpool captain there, Virgil van Dijk, was unhappy with McAllister or unhappy that Liverpool had actually given away the corner at all. He didn't look happy there, did Virgil van Dijk, and Lille with their second corner of the game from his right hand side. So for 5 minutes to go of normal time. Right footed delivery from the corner, flicked up and away by Nunez, and Salah trying to send Nunez on a run, but Lille will have bodies in cover and will get it all the way back to their keeper to recycle and get going again. Berardi, Ribeiro, along over the top looking for David, well marshalled by Jarell Kwanzaa, and bit of a push on Connor Bradley there by Jonathan David will give Liverpool a free kick. You may be just on the verge of being offside there, Jonathan David, as well. Substitution here for Liverpool then. Their 5th and final one of the game will be Connor Bradley, who will be coming off, and Trent Alexander-Arnold will be coming on. Alexander-Arnold, one of the substitutions, one of the changes from the weekend, and he's coming on late in this one just to solidify Liverpool and some fresh legs in the defence and try and get Liverpool over the line. So Liverpool subs done and dusted. Lille still can make one more. Alexander-Arnold in the mix initially, right away. McAllister to Tsimikas. Down the left it comes to Chiesa. Does well to play it back to McAllister. Infield to Endo. Under pressure. Does really well to find Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Mo Salah. Oh, a bit of a loose pass. Gives it away there cheaply. Salah trying to battle back. And ends up winning the throw-in out of that situation, Mo Salah. Sarawi just couldn't keep the ball in play. Alexander-Arnold to take this throw. Taking his time, not in a hurry. Those Lille fans, he did it in the first half. They've got up for it here again. Oh, we cut away back from those Lille fans, and Liverpool were in there for a moment, but the clearance by Munier gets it dealt with there. Long throw by Alexander-Arnold in behind for Nunez, who cut it across, and McAllister was making the run into the box, and Thomas Meunier putting it out for a throw, and I think it's actually gone the way of Lille. So the last touch must have come off McAllister. Endo stepping in. Oh, that's a crunching challenge by Benjamin Andre, and he's going to get himself a yellow card there from the throw-in. And the challenge on Wataru Endo. Endo just nips the ball away, and Andre completely takes out the Japanese midfielder. And Liverpool get a free kick here around about the edge of the box. And that yellow card for the Lille captain will affect them for their next game, because he will be missing for their Matchday 8 outing next week when they host Feyenoord, which means it is a must-win game for them if they want to get into the top 8, unless they come away with something here. Free kick for Liverpool then. Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas over it. 90 seconds of the 90 minutes to go. Alexander-Arnold whips it in. Headed away by Diakite. Brought back down by Tsimikas. Back to Alexander-Arnold, who will give it all the way back to Wataru Endo, who will go all the way back to Alisson. And Liverpool retreat there with a long ball. Well, for a long time in this kind of run of games tonight, it looked like Benfica were going to get that victory over Barcelona. Well, barring any late drama now, it looks like Barcelona might have stolen a point. It is 4-4 between Benfica and Barcelona. What an incredible game. Eric Garcia in the 86th minute has Barca back on terms. Absolutely wonderful. Barca haven't led in that game at any point tonight. It would only be quite remarkable if Barca were to win from this position of being, at times, 2 goals down for the vast majority of the game. 4-4. What a game in Benfica tonight. It's affecting Benfica as well, because as it stands, Benfica would drop from in the top 8 down to 16th. That's how tight it is in the table. And that droppage of 2 points could be huge. Salah in behind here for Liverpool. Nunez left it. Elliott didn't get there. Chiesa gets the shot. Saved by the keeper. Follow up and in by Darwin Nunez. But the flag's going to go up, I think, against him. A real chaos moment, that, from Liverpool. Couple of good chances. And the flag goes up against Darwin Nunez. We'll see it again. Nunez left it. Elliott couldn't reach it. Good clearance. Not fully dealt with, though, as Chiesa cut back in. And then Nunez, he was offside when the shot was taken. Quite clearly, it was a nice finish, but he was offside. A couple of goals between Bratislava and Stuttgart. It is 3-1 in that one. Both sides have scored since we last updated you from those, and they've come in the last few minutes. Ejesi Metsoko for Slovan Bratislava got one back, but Fabian Rieder a minute later had the 2-goal cushion back for Stuttgart. Here is Salah dribbling his way into the box. Mo Salah looking for the deep ball to the back post. Couldn't find Chiesa, well blocked out. Haraldson, though, hounded here by Chiesa, wanted that ball. Doesn't get there. Sarawi in the midfield. Ribeiro will get the advantage played here, as he was fouled by McAllister, but Lille on the break. A minute and a half of the game to go with the 3 added. Lille in a must move situation here. Haraldson out to the right side. Here is Haraldson, gets the ball across and easily caught by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. And that might just be Lille's last chance in the game. Of course, we will round up all the scores. They might still be playing at times while we get to those scores, but we will have a full roundup of all the final scores from around the grounds tonight, and a look at the league table heading into tomorrow night's fixtures. We once again see another set of 18 teams battle it out for some more jostling of the league table positions before we have one more match week next midweek. Alexis McAllister, by the way, was given a yellow card posthumously for that one. Endo gives it away. Here is Liverpool caught in a bit of bother here as Kwanzaa makes a good block It will be a corner though to Lille. This will be one last chance with 30 seconds remaining. Liverpool maybe a bit loose there, giving it away a bit cheaply. And now Haraldson to deliver this corner from the left side. Liverpool to defend it. Chevalier is committed. Everybody's up for Lille. It's last chance saloon for the French side. Haraldson, right-footed, headed away. And the keeper's on a foot chase to get back, but that's really good from Buari to deal with it. And they got a bit flustered there, Lille. The ball goes out for a Liverpool throw. And that should be that, really. And once this throw-in is taken, that should be the end of the game. 3 minutes are up. And Alexander-Arnold is going to take this throw, and Harvey Elliott's going to get a yellow card for time wasting. But, I mean, really? Referee having none of it. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw-in then for Liverpool. He's taking his time now. And go long up the line. Ball bobbling in behind. Ooh, almost found Salah there on the move, and that's going to be the final whistle. Bit of confusion there. Final whistle goes at Anfield. Liverpool 7 wins out of 7 and guaranteed top spot now. A fantastic debut league campaign in the Champions League for Liverpool, and with one game to spare, they have, depending on the result elsewhere, they have got top spot all but wrapped up for the Reds. 21 points out of a possible 21, and they had some tough games in this league phase. They've got one more to come next week, but they have beaten everyone in their wake in this competition up to this point. Final score at Anfield, and what was a less than comfortable night for Liverpool, but a win nonetheless. Liverpool 2, Lille 1. And that's how it concludes. It's not quite concluded everywhere else yet, because I can tell you there's been a late winner, it seems, in Madrid. For the vast majority of that game, Atletico were trailing, were pushing, were probing for something. They got back on terms. Well, the comeback is complete, it seems, because they have got a seeming winner in the 90th minute. Julian Alvarez, with 2 goals for them on the night, has turned it from 1-0 down to 2-1 up going into added time. They've about 2 minutes or so left of that one, and they are leading by 2-1 Atletico Madrid. Right, let's round up the whole night then for you. Starting with the early games, and Atalanta absolutely thrashed Sturm Graz by 5-0. Atalanta move up into the top 8. They're in 4th at the moment after that big victory, and the goal difference could be crucial, and they certainly added to theirs quite massively this evening. Monaco committing a second defeat of the campaign for Aston Villa, who dropped out of the top 8 for a while this evening, but they've just snuck their way back into 8th as it stands. We'll show you the table afterwards, but a 1-0 win for Monaco in that one. A Monaco side who at this moment in time, if I can find them in the table, are 10th at the moment, AS Monaco. By the way, we're just trying to get you through the final results. I'll tell you in order of the final scores. So Bologna have beaten Borussia Dortmund. They were 1-0 down, came back to win 2-1 in that game. 2 goals in a matter of a couple of minutes from Thijs de Linga and Samuel Elling Jr. cancelled out that early penalty from Girassi and committed another defeat for Borussia Dortmund, who were looked to be cruising up into the top 3 tonight, but they dropped back into the middle block of the teams in the league table. Club Brugge and Juventus played a goalless draw this evening. A lack of quality from both teams in the final third. Just one shot on target for from both teams tonight in that game. So those two finish goalless. They're right in the mix, those two. Tonight, Liverpool 2-1 winners against Lille in that one, and Slovan Bratislava beaten by Stuttgart once again. Jamie Llewellyn with both goals for Stuttgart in the first half. They got one back, did Bratislava, through Metsoko, but a Fabian Rieder goal just before the final whistle made it 3-1 to Stuttgart, and a convincing victory for them on the night. Those are the final scores from our 8 o'clockers. 4 of those 7 games on conclusion. 3 of them still in play, and 3 very close games. Atletico 2-1 up against Leverkusen, 4-4 between Benfica and Barcelona, and Red Star Belgrade against PSV Eindhoven is still 3-2. If I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and if that is correct and it will stand, this will go down as one of the most iconic nights in Champions League history. It will be one of the most incredible games in Champions League recent history, because Benfica and Barcelona have been tussling all night, and it looks like, I'm waiting until there is full confirmation, I think there is, Barcelona have done it. 5-4, and they're into into added time of added time. They had 4 added minutes. In the 6th minute of added time, Rafinha has seemingly won it for Barcelona. What a comeback for the Spanish Giants. Incredible result. I mean, absolutely heartbreaking for Benfica, but incredible for Barcelona. 5-4. Sensational stuff. It would mean Liverpool wouldn't quite be confirmed the winners of the Champions League, kind of the top of the league and first, but they are almost guaranteed that spot if they get anything out of PSV next week, Liverpool, which you would expect to happen. Then Barcelona won't be able to catch them, but they needed that win tonight, Barca, just to really solidify their place, because they will now be confirmed with a top 8 spot tonight, Barca, with that victory, and what a way to do it. Chaotic, to say the very least. 5-4. It has finished. PSV have held on against Red Star Belgrade. PSV get themselves right back into the mix in the middle of the table in 16th after that big victory. Red Star now definitely out of the competition. They had a chance to keep themselves alive tonight, a slim chance, but if they had won tonight they would have had a chance, but defeat for them seals the deal. Atletico Madrid have beaten Bayer Leverkusen. Tough for Leverkusen to take at the moment, because they fall a bit down the table. They're in 6th at the moment, Leverkusen, but can be out of the top 8 if they don't win on the final game. Atletico Madrid all but confirm their spot, but they need to get something out of the final game if they're going to confirm their place. But they have won tonight, and they're 3rd in the table. Still waiting for that Barca-Benfica result to finalise, because they're still playing, can you believe it, in that 9-goal thriller. That's to come. Right, let's have a quick look at the table then and how it stands heading into after tonight's results. Liverpool top of the league, as they have been for the vast majority of it. That's the bottom half we're showing you. If we show you the top half, there we are. Liverpool leading the way on 21 points. Barca, with that comeback, would be on 18 points, and they have concluded that game. 18 points for Barcelona. Benfica also got a red card. Arthur Cabral on the bench was sent off late in that game, so that's what the chaos was all about late in that one. But Barca 5-4 winners. What a result for them, and they confirm 2nd place for them. They're in 18 points. They can't be beaten now, Barca. They can't be toppled because they're with their such superior goal difference. Can catch Liverpool depending on what happens next week. Atletico Madrid in 3rd, 15 points for them. Atalanta in 4th on 14, all but there. Arsenal, work to do, but they win tomorrow night. They will take 3rd spot and all but guaranteed their place in the knockouts. Bayer Leverkusen with work to do into next week. All those teams on 13 points. 7 teams on 13 points. And Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Inter, Aston Villa, Brest and Monaco, and Lille, of course, all on 13 points at this moment in time, all in the mix. Bayern Munich play tomorrow as well. They have a chance to jump up to the top 8 as well. Dortmund in 13th, Juventus in 14th, Milan in 15th. They play tomorrow night, AC Milan, and PSV on the periphery of the top 16. Into the bottom half then. at the moment. 17th, Club Brugge, Benfica, Sporting, Feyenoord, Stuttgart, Real Madrid, Celtic and Manchester City all in the mix there. A lot of those teams to play tomorrow. Zagreb, PSG as well to play tomorrow. They're just outside it. Bologna kept their hopes alive, but very, very slim ones. And those other teams all below are now eliminated of the Champions League. Shakhtar Donetsk, Sparta Prague, Girona, Red Star Belgrade, Sturm Graz, Salzburg, RB Leipzig, Slovan Bratislava and Young Boys are all deemed eliminated out of the competition. So two teams realistically, PSG and Zagreb, can battle for a top 24 place tomorrow evening when they battle for it. And we'll see how it goes heading into match day 8. Right, that's how we finish, and that's how we end tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow we have more Champions League for you on the way, as PSG are in action. They're outside the top 24 at the moment. Man City just inside it. That could be a monumentous game for one of those two sides and trying to get through to the next round. We'll see how they do tomorrow night. 8 o'clock. For now, thanks for joining us this evening. The Red Ribbons might not be on the trophy yet, but 7 wins out of 7. Liverpool are by far the best team in Europe at this minute in time. Night night.